Hi, everybody, and welcome back to La Capricornia with me, Priscilla Moreno. So, you guys, we're going to jump straight into the August readings. I do want to give you guys a little forewarning right now. You might hear a little bit of noise. I'm doing this in a different background. I'm actually doing this on my porch, and it's a little noisy, but I think I got the equipment set up right to knock that out. Okay, you guys, so for your first card, you have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords, I'm getting an energy that's a little sneaky, like there's something being done in the dark. I don't fully know if it's good or bad, but at the same time, I also kind of feel like it's might be a good thing. So I had mentioned this in a different video, but sometimes when people are saying bad things about you, it's probably because you're doing something right, right? That's when the jealousy, that's when the people come out, the haters. So I definitely do feel like it's a good energy, I guess, to kind of have. But just be careful about who's around you and what's going on. Like I said, I do feel like this is sneaky energy. Like there's something being done behind your back. You can even see they're carrying swords and they're like sneaking around with it. So I just be very careful with that energy, who's around you, who you allow around yourselves, and if you ever feel like you need like an energy cleansing or anything like that, like take that time to do things like that. Okay, for the next card, I'm getting the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles, I do see this as in like you're working hard, you're making that pentacle. Like that's what you're doing, right? You're at it, you're being skillful. You're putting your skills to work. And maybe that's what it is, you guys. Like, you're going out there, you're doing these things, you're doing what you love, or maybe something that you've been working on, and you're getting those people that are going to be negative. I know for me personally, I'm doing something when it comes in like my career, and it's not 100% done, but once everything's finally out there, I just have a feeling there's going to be a lot of this, you guys. So maybe that's what it is. And it's for August too, so you never know. Okay, guys, and the last card is the Magician. So the Magician is about creating the life that you want, doing what you want, right? The Magician like doesn't care about what anyone thinks. Like he just goes out there, does his thing, and does all these amazing things to like bring value and love and laughter and light into his life, right? So that's you. Like stop worrying about everybody else. Do what you want. Like I'm telling you, it might come into this whole like sneaky card, but it's like, no, you're doing the right thing. Like that's probably one of your most positive affirmations out there of how to take it, as in like when people are kind of judging you on certain things. But it's like, okay, but at the end of the day, they're not paying you, they're not doing anything for you. So what does it matter, right? Like you're coming out on top, and that's the only thing you need to focus on is yourself. Forget what everybody else is saying. Okay, and then for your guided card, you are getting Archangel Michael. You are protected. So like I'm saying, it's something that you're very skillful at, is that you're working on and you're putting out there, and you're protected. And that might be what you're thinking of. Like, can I do this? Is this something in me that I have? Can I rise above this negative energy that's coming this way? And it's like you can. Archangel Michael's right by your side. And I actually have a very close connection with Archangel Michael. So whenever I see his card, I'm always like, yes, I hear you. I know you're here. So I think you should definitely take it the same way, is that you're being protected and that he's around you no matter what. Okay. Your next guided card is Ship, Directions, and Journey. So yeah, this might be shifting like your direction, or it might be going in the right direction that you want. This is going to bring you like on this new journey. And like I said, I might feel that there might be some like negative things around you, but that's what you got to like recognize and keep out of the way. At the end of the day, it's about you. It's about your direction, your journey, and where you want to get to. And I just totally feel like that's what that message is all about. And it's something that we need to pay attention to, you guys. And I'm definitely feel like I'm getting that message even for myself at the right time. Because like I said, I've been kind of wondering about, what might come out of this. And at the end of the day, like it's for me and it's going in the direction that I want. Okay. So your next message, you have the Two of Pentacles. So I know July was all about finding balance and releasing and letting go of things, and finding that like courage, the courage to do it all, right? So I do feel like the Two of Pentacles, like that's what it's saying. Like, you know what I mean? You've been weighing out your choices, you've been finding that balance. And sometimes it doesn't always feel right. I get it. Because even when I was trying to figure some things out, I know in the past month, I always keep going back to like, okay, what is this balance? And I think some of it was realizing that not everything's always balanced either. We got to come up with certain things and we're going to have certain sacrifices. And that's part of life, you guys. Nothing's perfect and we're never going to get to perfect. And perfect is only in the eyes of the beholder because my perfect is different than anybody's perfect. So, again, you've been working on this and it's a good thing though, right? Because you've been finding your balance, which is great. So I think we need to keep following that direction to see what comes out of that. Okay, and I'm also getting the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is you're finding success in something. So again, you guys, I really do feel like that balancing that we went through, whether it was like a good or bad feeling of it, it's bringing success, it's bringing togetherness, it's bringing you out. Which is crazy because I was actually just telling somebody that I felt like I was not contributing in the way that I wanted to contribute. So I feel like that's one of the things that came out of July as well, was finding that balance of how to contribute not just in my personal life but in my work life and everything like that, and just finally mesh it together, because that's where I've been feeling like almost like I was living two separate lives. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but that's how I felt. And I think after putting these two together, I'm gonna find that happiness. So I don't know if that means anything for anyone, but if you felt like you've been living two separate lives, or maybe you're like one person somewhere, one person somewhere else, it's like, no, like, let's work to put that together, bring that happiness so that you are aligned all the time. Okay. And then you have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands, I do feel like you just get so stuck in your head about making these choices. And you get stuck in your head of like what I should do. As you can see, he has that serious look too. Like, which direction should I head into? What should I do? And I think that's sometimes like some of the things that hold us back in what we're doing, because we get just so stuck on trying to see everything when honestly we have the world in front of us. So he has the world in his hand. Like, it's up to him what he does with it, right? Like, he's holding the world. So you're holding the world. Like, it's not something that definitely you should obviously think about, but it's not something that you need to like spend a million years thinking about, because by that time the world's going to be gone. You know what I mean? And it's definitely something that's going to lead you in happiness. Because I'm saying, you got the Ten of Cups in the same message. It's just, I feel like it's a decision that you have to make, and it might even be just finally just taking a step forward, um, and not looking in the past so much, because I know that I have found myself like in that stagnant energy where I'm not going to the past, but I'm not moving forward either. And it's like I'm stuck in the middle. Like, I feel like I'm stuck in the middle. And maybe that's this is telling you. It's like, hey, you have everything you need. You have the world in your hand. Like, you need to go for it. Okay, and your guided card is change and transition, with Archangel Azrael. So I definitely do feel like you're being guided through a change, and it might be more of a mindset change than anything else. So kind of like I was talking about, this whole balancing and letting go of things and not feeling stuck in the middle, like in this place of nowhere. This was part of a transition, and maybe that's what you needed, is you need to welcome that change. You need to let go of that fear. You need to choose like yourself, and not to be afraid of what comes out of that. And that's where you're being guided and you're being protected on, you guys. Okay, the next guided message is which is magic and curse. Do not fear, you guys. I do feel like the magic part is saying that you can create the world that you want. So kind of like with the magician, right? A witch is gonna like do her things, do her manifestations, get her stuff together, pull things that make sense. And I feel like this is what this is gonna bring to you. You have the magic, and the curse part, I'm not even feeling the negative part on that part. So I definitely do feel this has to do more with the magic part, and it's telling you that you can do whatever you want. Like you have all the right tools too. And I think that's where I'm kind of getting at. It's like you have, you can do your affirmations, you've done the work behind, you're putting things in place. I know sometimes like when I get stuck, I tend to like, okay, I need my candles, I need this, I need that. And it's like you have it all. Like you're there. So kind of like I told you, you have the world in your hands. It's just going forward with this. Okay, you guys. So for your final message, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is equal give and take situations. So I do feel that you have found that equal give or take situation. And I'm actually feeling this one pretty strong. Like I feel like this has been a goal for you for a very long time. And it's something that you've yearned for. You might not have always said it, but you've yearned for. And I think you found it, you guys. Like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, that's the message that I'm getting off of that one. Because I also do find like it's almost like surprising to you. Like, if that makes any sense. I also have the Knight of Wands. So that's going forward with it. And I think you're going forward with it like in a light, loving way and not, in a pressured or like, I need to do this way, right? Like you're charging forward, but as you can see, like he has his wand just in case anything happens. It's nothing too bad. He's also like not really dressed formally like for an actual fight. So there's still like some fun, some mischief. Chameleons are about change. So you're going forward it, but you're like I said, you're going forward with it lightheartedly. Like, you know what I mean? You're not in overprotective mode. There might be moments, which is why you have that wand, smack those people away. But you definitely are going forward with a different mindset. And like I said, it's just like you're going with the flow, I guess almost. You're just going with it and you're just like, I don't care what the outcome of this is. Like, I'm just going forward with it. We're gonna see where this goes. I also see the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups, I feel like you're not paying attention to something. And maybe that's where like it's telling you like go forward, like, still learn from the past, but go forward lightheartedly. Because I feel like you're missing something, like you're being offered a cup right here, and he's like not even paying attention because he's looking at these empty ones, right? Like this full one is the one that has maybe like exactly what you're looking for, and maybe that's what it's trying to tell you is like, don't miss out on this. Like, I feel like maybe there's just like so many moments of doubt, and you're just like so bummed out, as in, like, oh my gosh, these cups are so empty, but you're not paying attention that you're being given this opportunity, this chance to have exactly what you want, and you're just so stuck thinking about this. And I think that's like one of the warnings that comes with this last one is, like I said, accepting that change and letting go of fear and moving forward, not letting the past control you. I think I even posted something about that recently. Do not let the past control you. Okay. Then you have the miracle of forgiveness. And I think I've read this one before too. Again, we are talking about change in the past and everything like that. So I do feel that you need to find like some kind of forgiveness there, even if it is to yourself. I am such a huge person that puts so much on myself. Like, you know what I mean? Even when people wrong me, I'm like, because I didn't pay attention, it's because I this and that. And I think we need to look at things kind of like I've said before is, things happen for us and not to us. You know what I mean? We need to stop making it all about, oh, like this is horrible or this happened because I did this, because they did this, because whatever. Like, you know what? It happened and you learn from it, and we're past the grieving stage. Like, let's just forgive all the darkness in your heart and all the things that you've held on to for years, let it go, and move forward. And the last card, oh, this one makes me so happy, is the Dove card. It's peace and serenity. And that one really makes me happy because when I read the last message, it really made me feel about something that I was going through. So I have been working for a couple months to let go of certain things, and I almost felt like I was doing it in phases. And I really do feel like I stepped into that last phase of what I was letting go. And it was making me feel like a little dark, but I also think it's because I wasn't fully letting go. Because as I was releasing, new things were coming in. And so it's almost kind of like that, oh, that fear of it's gonna, I was gonna jumble things up. And I think once I got over that mindset, I definitely feel like I'm heading more towards like peace, serenity, and feeling that type of way. So I think that's like the big message for August, you guys. And I know we've like released and things like that, but I do feel it's like, okay, stop. Like, really let go. Stop holding on to the little pieces. I feel like we have gone through so many cycles, even within ourselves. It's like, okay, let go. Um, I know there was like a lot of inner child work. I don't know if anybody else got these in July, but there was a lot of inner child work that had to be done. But I feel like, okay, we've done the healing from like this amount of time, and you went back and did this amount of time, and it's like, okay, like you're finally like coming out of this, and you need to stop holding on to certain things because, like I said, you're it's gonna start dimming your light, and that's the last thing any of you want, is for that light to be dim. So that's it for you guys. I'm going to read your affirmation cards, and then I'll pull a card for the crystal for this month. Okay, so your first affirmation: today I will express myself. Today I will express my feelings openly and honestly by writing them down and reading them aloud. I really like that one. Today I have faith. Today I have faith and truly believe that anything is possible. Guys, magician card, magic card. I really do think it's coming forward. And then your last one's today, I believe. Today I will see the miracles and love surrounding me. And you guys, so what was crazy is I did pull up 3 archangel cards from that deck. And so what that usually means is that you're being highly protected and guided at this time. Especially when you pull multiple archangel cards, because these aren't like, not that there is any differences, but these aren't like, angels, these are archangels. And so you have like some of the strongest beings on your side and guiding you. Okay. So the crystal for this one is Simbai. This stone is often mistaken for amber, and like amber, it emits a warm, powerful energy. It has been known to wake up the chakras and provide motivation. Holding this in your hand during meditation seems to lift your spirit out of the fog of everyday life. Oh, I really like this one, you guys. It's crazy that it said that because someone was telling me about amber lately, and I actually have a stone that for a second I thought it was amber, and I was looking at it, and it's actually this one, which I know I'm horrible at pronouncing it, but it was actually this one, the Simberoid, if I'm saying that right. But it's actually that one. So it's actually pretty interesting that it came out for this month too. Okay, you guys, so that's it for my messages. As always, let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on all my other social media. And if you're on Spotify, you guys can also leave comments in there too now. And there's also questions and things like that you can answer back to. I'm going to try to be a little bit more interactive on that. And then one more thing that I'm going to try doing different this month, you guys, is as I do these readings, I'm also going to bring them up in the next following week. So like we'll go over the first message again for that week, and then we'll just kind of like see how that works out and speak on it. So let me know if you guys like my new change, the new setup, and that's pretty much it for me, you guys. Have a beautiful month. It's August, and oh, so this is actually one of my favorite months because my kiddos were born in here, but they're 2 different signs. So have a great week, everybody.